Welcome to Budget Development Overview. This video will provide an overview of the budget development process and the tasks associated with building a base budget. Subsequent videos will walk through examples of each component piece, such as reconciling variances, base adjusting fiscal year 16 through fiscal year 19, changing revenue estimates, budgeting known transfers, and running fiscal pages for final budget review. The first thing agencies should do to start the 2016-17 biennial budget development process is to review their programmatic structure. Unlike BBS, agencies cannot create new appropriations or recognize their program structure in BPAS. This has to be done centrally by MMB. MMB has been reviewing SWIFT to identify programmatic changes that have occurred in the last year. However, they may not have caught all of the changes that need to be made. The first thing an agency should do is run their programmatic structure report. To check your programmatic structure in BPAS, start on the BPAS homepage. Navigate to Explore, select Detail Reports, select Dimension Hierarchy, and select Entity. From here, users may enter their state agency in order to see program and budget activity. As a reminder, you may either type in your 3-digit agency code or search for it in the entity hierarchy. Select OK. This report will pull back all of the programs associated with this state entity. In order to see budget activity, select the arrow on the left-hand side of the budget program. In order to build your budget, you must also understand the source of data in BPAS. Fiscal data in FY12 and FY15 was loaded from the 2014-15 BPAS data. Agencies reconciled closed FY12 data during the 2014-15 budget development, and the data is locked for agency reconciliation. MMB will review fiscal year 12 data for variances and contact agencies if changes are needed. Fiscal year 2013 closed data was loaded into BPAS in August of 2013. Most agencies have not been in BPAS to reconcile FY13 closed data, and therefore all funds, with the exception of the general fund, are open for reconciliation. Because MMB has been reporting on FY13 closed data for a year, general fund changes to FY13 are locked and must be discussed with your executive budget officer. Fiscal data for FY 2014 was entered as of hard close. FY 2015 budget data was entered as of FY 14 hard close. Agencies that did not complete their spend plan process and fully spend direct appropriated funds or create revenue estimates may request that MMB reload FY15 data once SWIFT has been updated. This will overwrite all work that has been completed in BPAS and should be only used in funds that have not been reconciled. Fiscal data in FY 16-17 is the direct appropriation, revenue budgets, and expense budgets in FY 15 push forward. These years will need to be base adjusted if necessary, and changes need to be made for compensation, IT spending, and other known changes. The fiscal pages in the governor's budget outline how the agency has spent or plans to spend all of the resources that it has received. The 2016-2017 biennial budget instructions outline the various tasks included in the budget development process. Here are the suggested steps for going about reconciling and building a base budget. First, make sure the starting data looks accurate and as you would expect. Second, find any variances that exist in your actual year data. If FY15 was not fully budgeted, fix the variances in this year. Then, base adjust any direct appropriated appropriations that have a different current law base than FY15 pushed forward. Plan for any known transfers. Examples include transfers to the governor's office, those required by statute, and money transfers between budget activities or programs to get revenue or spending on the correct fiscal pages. Plan for compensation increased and change FTEs accordingly. Update your revenue estimates. Change your budget for IT spending if you are moving from paying staff to billed for minute services. Run the 2 fiscal pages that will be included in the governor's budget for each program or budget activity, depending on the level that your agency reports at. Videos will be created for each of these tasks, and we will walk through an example and suggested reports to use when completing each task. BPAS is open for budget development. Base budgets and change items to be considered in the governor's budget recommendations are due on October 15th. For BPAS system help, please contact the Swift Help Desk, option 3. For base budget reconciliation help, please contact your executive budget officer.